All right, peace and blessings. We're going to talk about the five groups of people that are more prone to vitamin D deficiency and what to do about it. And as I go through this list, take a look and see if you are a part of this group. My name is Robin, certified nutrition specialist, and I help women over 40 meet their nutritional needs. I specifically have a program also that helps us mitigate symptoms and concerns related to menopause and perimenopause. So today, again, we're going to talk about those five groups of people that may be more prone to vitamin D deficiency and what to do about it. And why should you even care? First of all, I think vitamin D is almost like a stepchild. It is so critical and powerful to human health. And I do not feel like it's talked about enough. It was, and I've been a nutritionist now for 16 years, and it was during the COVID pandemic that it just hit. The information came in that we were better off with when our vitamin D levels were up to par. I'm also not on this video, but I will do, because people ask me, well, how much vitamin D should I have? How much should I take? So I'm making sure that if, depending on when this video comes out, there may be already a video about that I've recorded. But nonetheless, today we're talking about those five groups of people. I was saying to you that vitamin D is critical for human health. It touches so many parts of our bodies. I've seen it where plenty of times where a person, they go to the doctor, they're taking all this tests, they can't figure out what is wrong with them. They're tired, they have digestive issues, all these different issues. They've been prescribed all these different medications, and it would have been just as simple as get your vitamin D levels checked. And this person I'm speaking of found that they were extremely low, and then they were able to rectify that simply. Vitamin D deficiency is an easy deficiency to have and also an easy deficiency not to have. Super cost effective, and it's so important to our health. Our bone, you hear about it for your bones, but it's not just for your bones. And if you are a woman over 40, best you have it, because it also can help us mitigate symptoms related to the POTS. All right, so five groups of people. So see if you are amongst these five people. I'm going to tell you about the five people and then let you know what you can do about it to get your vitamin D levels up or to keep them up. So number one, the first group of people are those who don't get enough sun. That could be you if you're an office worker, because obviously you're not in the sun. Also, depending on where you live in, I'm in the US, so depending on what state you live in, different parts of the year, the sun just isn't available for you because of your latitude, I believe. So number one are people that are inside, limited sun exposure. Vitamin D that's where you get it from. That is where it's most prevalent, even more so than food. And if you're not getting it from the sun, then that's where supplementation comes in. So the number one person group are those who, let's say, office workers who are not in the sun. Is that you? Is that you? Number two, the second group that's more prone to deficiencies are Black people, and or you have darker skin. So Black, brown, or if you have darker skin. The melanin is a blessing in so many ways. I am, at the recording of this video, 49 years old, and I want you to say, oh, you look good, girl. Yeah, I am knocking on 50's door. Nice skin, but it's also a barrier to my vitamin D protection. So you go out into the sun, the rays hits your sun, and then it helps your skin create the vitamin D. But when you have that darker skin, it does not do it as efficiently or effectively. So Black folk are 76% of Black folks, I'll say, are likely to be or are the vitamin D deficient. That also then correlates to the fact that we Black folk have so many health disparities and so much inequity. Vitamin D is listen, I don't want to keep beating that drum, but vitamin D, it can really make a difference in how our life goes from this point on, now that you know. All right, that was number two. So I have five groups. So we said if you're inside, so number one, if you're an office worker, you're not in the sun. Number two, if you are Black or you have darker skin, melanated skin. Number three, if you are aging and elderly. And that just is what's happening, right? We are getting older as women in life, 50s, 60s, and beyond. And our hormones, our body, it just isn't like the body that it was when we were in our 20s. I hate that that's true, but it is true. So being older, that in itself makes it so that you are more prone to vitamin D deficiency. And think about if you fit into multiples of these groups. So I already fit into, I'm not in the sun all the time. I'm Black, and I won't say that I'm elderly, but I'm aging, but I fit into this category, and or I definitely will. Number four, what is number four? Number four, oh my goodness. So number four is if you are overweight or obese. So vitamin D, if you are overweight, wants to sequester itself in your fat cells instead of circulating in your blood where you would want it. So if you are overweight, obese, then you are more likely to be deficient in vitamin D. There's good news to all of this. If you find yourself in these categories, it's good news to all of this. And then I am on number five. Number five, if you have bowel challenges, Crohn's, IBS, you too are more likely to be deficient in vitamin D. So here's what you can do about it. My first recommendation, and actually before I give you my recommendations, people ask me, can you get vitamin D from your food? So I'm going to give you the two recommendations, and I'll say this about food. You can get vitamin D from food, but it's not in abundance. It's not enough for you to really move the needle. And you can get it in egg yolks. You can get it in mushrooms. There's foods fortified with vitamin D, but that's not the primary source. So the primary source is to get it from the sun. That's where it is. So go out into the sun 15 minutes a day without sunscreen. That's the primary source. Again, not always available for all of us. We're not always in the sun. And also, if you're going out in the sun, you're best to get it between 10 and 2. So if you're taking your morning walk, you're missing the best time. Or if you're taking your evening walk, you're missing the best time. Between 10 and 2 is when it's best, you're most able to get the powerful effect of vitamin D. So I'm always going to recommend, right, going into the sun if applicable. And then supplements. That's what is working for most of us is supplementation. I will also make sure, depending on, again, when this video is recorded, because the questions come up, how much should I take? All the questions. So I will make sure to answer that, but not on this video. This video, I'm just wanting to let you know about the 5 people. But as far as supplementation is concerned, yes. I mostly speak to women over 40, women in midlife, 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. And I say, yes, you're going to take vitamin D as a supplement. The question is, how much do I take? So personally, now that I know where I stand, I had my vitamin D check, which is what I always recommend, get your vitamin D check. When you go to the doctor to get your physical, don't let your provider let you out of there without testing your D. So I take 5,000 IUs daily, and I take it with K. I take D3 with K2 because as a woman in midlife, it's powerful to help to strengthen our bones and also for our heart. There's also videos about why D3 and K2, not on this one, but there are other videos here on that. So, of course, I always recommend Necessary Nutrition, vitamin D3, K2. You would not take the K if you're on blood thinners or you have any, or if you're on kidney dialysis. Otherwise, if you're a woman over 40, I recommend Necessary Nutrition, D3 plus K2. As always, information is down below that you can check it out. What else do I want to tell you? So I'm going to summarize for those of you who want to hear it again, caught it late, real quick, the 5 people that are more prone, people are inside, so office workers. Number 2, if you are Black. Number 3, aging. Number 4 is obese. And number 5 would be if you have bowel challenges, disease, or disorders. Those are the 5 people. Are you amongst them? If you are, obviously, you would want to get out in that sun and supplement. And even if you're supplementing, you still want to go out in the sun because there's a life force in the sun, and it makes us feel good. All right, peace and blessings. I want to encourage you to like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, as I will always drop what I believe is powerful information and knowledge to you, us women in midlife. Peace and blessings. This is Robin, certified nutrition specialist, the creator of Necessary Nutrition, Vitamin D, and the Pause Plan. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.